So, hello everyone, and in this video I'll be covering a brief recap of the trades that we took last week and the way the markets actually performed. So, during the course of last week, we had lots of beautiful trades and opportunities, which I called both on my private channel and also on my community channel. We got lots of moves, lots of great trades, lots of great analysis and everything, and it was actually pretty awesome because some of these moves we expected already from last week's weekly outlook that I shared right here on this channel. So if you missed that out, you could actually check that out. So we got lots of moves, more than about 2,000 pips or about 1,500 to 2,000 pips on my private channel, and it was great. Actually, the week was actually pretty great. So this video I'll just be briefly covering the trades that we caught and just talking briefly on how I got them. I've covered this a lot last year, and I'll still be doing that time to time here also. So I'll actually be covering this and also attaching some of those moves, or when I call them, on my channel, so that you can actually get to see if you're not part of them, if you're not part of any of those channels, so you can actually join up and get access to know. So this was actually the first trade that I called for the week. I called this trade both on my private channel and also on my community channel too. I also spoke about it here on the last weekly outlook video, and you could see price actually held up to this beautifully and delivered CP. This was actually, we're actually trying to target 88 with this trade. Well, I did not want to extremely push the targets for the trade, and you could still see how it delivered beautifully, about 10 RR. I know some people might say it's much, but everything was pretty clear, and the way we took this trade was already, at this point, we already closed most of our positions. So pushing up higher, we actually held up other positions for that too. So it was actually a very beautiful run, as you could see. Everything was aligning. The fall back here into the discount level was very necessary, and price needed to also fill up this gap which we saw. But imagine, after price did that, it still opened up with another gap here, which I probably expect is actually fishy moves, because from what we spoke about in the last weekly outlook, we expected that if price reclaimed this trend line level, will keep on pushing up higher, and exactly that's actually what happened. So after this happened, now already, if we should go up to the 1 hour time frame, let's widen up this trend. We should go up to the 1 hour time frame now. Price was sitting at the point of breakout towards this head and shoulder pattern that we had at this point. So anything that led to price breaking out fully at this level now would give room for more trades towards the breakout block that will be sitting at this level. And you could see what happened. That was exactly what happened at this point. Let me bring this down to 15 minutes so we could get a clearer look. As you can see, I've covered everything already, so I could make the video very brief. You could use this to actually help in your back testing and all. So you could see it here. There was this breakout block here at the point whereby we had one of the shoulders for the head and shoulder pattern here, and you could see when we broke out of this level now, the expectation is that price will most likely tap back into that points that we broke out from. That's the shoulder level, and that PY that's sitting at that level, like this breakout block that we have at this level now, will be a way to fuel price to push up higher. That's why if you've watched the video already, you could see that I'm seeing some form of pressure that price could most likely push towards 88, because when you have something like this, a setup like this on a very huge time frame, most likely it's going to force price to run aggressively. It's actually a very strong reversal pattern, and that's actually what's going to happen next, probably, most likely. So you could still see what happened down. If you missed out this buy, still down towards New York session, we got entries already. The entry was tapped into during the London session. During towards late Asia, but we still got a tap in New York, and it still pushed price up towards our level. So this will all happen on Monday. Very beautiful moves on Monday. So down early Tuesday. Usually on my free channel and on my private channel actually gets it first. But for every day that before the day starts, I actually go on to refine what we know already by dropping another outlook. And during the course of that, I dropped this outlook out. I dropped something about this outlook that price will be pushing towards $4,488. That was what price will be pushing towards. So I dropped an analysis. The analysis was that price would take out this week here as inducement, as you can see on the screen. So on the screen now, price will take out this liquidity as inducement now, and then tap into this region and push up higher. But our level here was a bit too refined, so price missed out by just about some few pips. I'm not sure if it's even up to 10 pips, but price missed out on it and gave an aggressive push higher. So after that happened, now already this was the concept for the first trade that I was willing to call on my private channel actually. So after this happened, down towards this was early towards late London session, I dropped another trade, and the trade was this with liquidity here, inducements here, and then this break of structure here. Now it's a beautiful entry, and you could see price tapped into it perfectly, sniped it and pushed up higher. And you could see it on the screen here. I called this trade, and it was actually a very beautiful one that delivered properly. So this all happened on Tuesday, but then down towards Tuesday Isha session. That was Wednesday Isha session actually, when Tuesday was closing. I dropped another outlook again, as you can see on the screen now. I expected that price would take out the previous day's high somewhere around here, then use it as a way to sell off, because already there was so much liquidity build up and price kept on missing out to tap into the discount level before pushing up higher. And you could see this was the same concept I used behind this trade, and it's ran down beautifully. I was meant to call this trade, but I had some signal outage and I couldn't deliver this trade, but I waited towards London and I called this one here. I called this trade here, and you could still, it delivered beautifully. We caught lots of partials on it and closed the day with profits already before the market opened. So basically everything was actually adding up. You could still see the liquidity build up here, and the fact that price kept on ignoring all this discount level. But actually I expected that price would actually come back to fill this level still. But in everything I was doing, I was still sticking to the plan, chasing 2 to 3% and all, and price was actually delivering that properly. So we still got that properly. So towards Thursday, I called the trade on the channel, but the trade was this sell here. It was an LTF trade. It was here. With this move that happened here, we already secured more than 70% partial already. About 70% partial, let me say 70% partial. We secured about 70% partial due to the fact that there were a lot of people that were caught up in this whole buying scheme here that was going on here, but we were able to get more entries at this point, locked in more partials, and next thing price actually bought up, stopped us out at BE, no loss basically, and we closed for the day on the channel here. So my expectation was that with this fallback, with price coming back into this level here, if price was going to continue selling, we should have seen a reaction already at this point here. At this point that price used to break out, to break structure here to take out this low, we should have seen some form of reaction, but we did not see. Actually, price actually went extreme, then did as though it's going to sell, and next we saw a breakout above this level here. This level was a really nice level that had the whole selling pressure and everything. There was resistance. There was a very strong resistance at this point, because you could still see price tapped into this level particularly multiple times before we got the sell-off. So price coming to break above it now would give room for more bullish trades. It's actually a way to signal us that price actually changing structure. And down towards Friday, we saw this, and I dropped another weekly outlook again. I dropped another daily outlook for Friday here now. And in the daily outlook, I dropped the outlook both on my private and on my community channel. But then I dropped a buy trade, this particular buy trade, exactly before it tapped into this level, due to the fact that we have this inversion FVG at this point. And the fact that why I picked out the inversion is the fact that we were yet to tap into the discount level. Price was already sitting here with market close, so it was yet to come back into a discount level. So when I called this, price actually fell back down into this level and picked this buy trade, and you can see the buy trade delivered perfectly. But I just showed this, but I didn't remind them to actually take it. So I actually was waiting for confirmation. I was waiting for confirmation due to news and everything that we had on that Friday, but news actually wicked us out before price pushed up higher. But everything actually happened perfectly. As you can see on the screen, this was actually what I called, and the outlook too that I dropped on the private channel. But it was actually a very beautiful run. So far, the week was actually a very beautiful week. Lots and lots of opportunities. Most people, once you have a very solid plan, you should not be making loss on this. You should not be making loss. It should be profit for you. So that delivered properly, leads towards NY. We saw TP delivered on this guy, and after that now, I want us to see something. Let me switch this to 1 hour. There's something on the 1 hour time frame that I would love us to see. You could see, is this on 1 hour? Sorry, I think it should be on. Sorry, no, this is not on 1 hour. It's not on 4 hours. Sorry, it's on 1 hour. If you notice what happened here, the main purpose, the main concept behind the whole sale that happened at this level was due to the fact that price was yet to tap into the premium level from the point that we had this break of structure here. Price was yet to tap into the premium level, and you could see this was where the premium level started from at this point whereby price sold off from. So after price broke out of this level now, price needed to still, the resistance was sitting around this region here. So price needed to after the breakout now, your expectation should be that price will fall back into the discount. So after price gave a full body close above a resistance level, price should fall back into a discount, and the discount now will be sitting around the former premium level, as you could see here. And price actually did that before giving us this build up back. And if we switch to 4 hours time frame, you could still see the strong rejection that tried to push price down lower. Let's take our flip tool, take it to this high here, and let's do this here. Take that level there. Then let's go down to 15 minutes. Now, what I'm expecting, you could see that I have a buy trade here. What I'm expecting with this new week is that, what I'm expecting with the new week is that price would actually fall back down. It's either it's already, there's so much confluence to this here. You could see that when price tapped into this bearish level here, this premium level here, with this failure swing and all, price tried to give a reaction as though it was going to sell, but next thing we saw a very strong bullish move, and next thing another bullish move that took out this high here. But notice what happened in everything that was going on. Price was yet to come into the discount level to do this. So you could see I marked this level out. This should be inducement. It's either price continues pushing up higher from this point on, or we would see something like this. Price will fall back here, take this place as inducement, reclaim this level, and then buy. This is basically what I actually expect to see this week. But for those that don't take much refined trades, this particular buy trade setup on the screen is actually very valid and should actually run properly. Very valid and should run properly. But a more refined scenario should be this. You could see here, and you could get a more lower stop somewhere here like this, and at least we should target 4570 with this. This is about 10 hour. But to play safe, you could just chase 8th with this guy, because I expect that after price takes out this level, if if we get something like this, our price take out this level, we could get some bearish reaction that this level should be able to hold it to push price to 80. But if it fails to do that, then price will now fall back. So basically, this is actually what I'm expecting for the new week. If you haven't checked out the weekly outlook video, it's actually very live, so you could actually see why I'm actually calling all of this. And just use the links in the description to join on the channel. My mentorship is actually open, and I'm only taking 5% for this year. If you're interested in joining my private channel too, details are in the description, and you could also check all of those out. So I love you guys, and I'll see you all in the next one. Thank you for watching.